after another. I'll be in there in a minute, guys. I ain't in there. I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there in a minute. Hey, I see 14 people's in. Good to have y'all. Stay on in there. We're getting there. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all. Well, thank you. Mama Matthew SCH, appreciate you. Mama M, appreciate you. Y'all hit that thumbs up button while you're in there watching. I could use them like buttons. I can use all them likes I can get. Trying to get my live set up here. Oh, come on now. Go to my, guess I'll go. It's the hardest thing. I don't know what we're going to do just yet. We may just sit and chat for a while. Trying to get my monitor set up over here where I can read. Snicker boy, what are you doing right now? I'm setting up TV in here where I can watch my monitor, watch y'all's live feed. How you doing, Lars, LP? Glad to have you in here. Unfinished project. That's right, wave that American flag. appreciate all y'all. Hit that thumbs up button right there real quick for me while y'all's there. I have to have my phone plugged up. I messed around and let my phone die down today. I didn't get to charge it, and forgot to charge it. So I have to have it sitting over here where I can get my charger on it, and I can't get around and do what I'm really wanting to do tonight. 2 American flags. I like that. I got my coffee brewing over there. Mr. Doug will be along here in a little bit. I've got a video coming up of him working on his Ford truck. Had to put a spark plug in it. I'll let him finish up, tell you what happened. We're going to do a little follow-up video on it. He got it going, but I'll let him explain all that. And let's see. But y'all will see that. Y'all haven't even seen the video yet, so y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. So that's the way it usually works, you know. Good to have all y'all in here tonight. Good to have y'all in here. I've got motor parts laying everywhere, and I need to figure out what to do with them. I know what to do with them. I just need me a little machine shop sitting over here where I can go to work on them. I got a 455 block. I got 2 LS blocks. I got 1 LS almost put back together, 5.3. I got a 327 over here. It needs a crankshaft turned in it, and wash the block real good. And I'll probably do a block prep on that, deck the block, and new cam bearings, and freeze plugs while I'm at it. If I'm going to do that, I might as well bore it, huh? Come on, somebody talk to me. So I may as well bore that and make it a little bigger motor off of the 327 small journal. That's the one I had in that old stock car, if y'all remember that. We took it to Soxton, had a fun time with it. That's been 3 years ago already. And we're getting it ready now to go dirt track racing with it. But this 327, if I can get it rolling again, running again, I'm gonna have it as a backup or a motor to go in something else, or another little project. And I've got a 350 sitting right here behind me. It's I've got a crankshaft for it. I got the head sitting over here, brand new, fresh, ready to go. Not brand new, but fresh right out of the machine shop. They're ready to go. So I see 2 Stall Garage. Good to have you in here. How's the weather up north? I'm gonna tell you, I used to drive. I remember seeing that little Dodge Omni you had there, Plymouth Horizon, whatever it was. I used to have a Plymouth Horizon when I was about 18, 17, somewhere around in there, 16 or 17. I don't know. I was young. And watching from Central Florida. Good to have you in here tonight. Appreciate y'all. Hit that thumbs up button while you're in here if you don't mind. And but I used to have one of them little Plymouth Horizons. There's a little 5-speed car, had the 2.2 in it. Good running little old car, drove great. I drove the wheels off that thing. And unseasonably warm here, and I want to take the Omni to church. Hey, that'll be good. But that one I had, I could get in the clean asphalt parking lot, and I could pull the emergency brake on it and put it in first gear, rev it up, pop the clutch, have my wheels cut all the way. It didn't break an axle, but that thing would spin all the way around on its left rear tire, and the left rear tire would never move out of its tracks. It'd just go round and round on that. That'd be a perfect little burnout car for Soxton. So, yeah, it was an outfit. I guarantee you it was an outfit. If you'd have seen it, you'd have said, what kind of outfit is that? uh, what's your thoughts on lemon pepper seasoning? I use it quite a bit, and I like Cavender's. I like Cavender's quite a bit. I'll use Cavender's and Tony Chachere's. That's what I like. I don't use a lot of Tony Chachere's on my stuff, but I do use some. Like when I'm making hamburgers, I'll put Cavender's on them hamburgers. I'll put Cavender's on my steaks too, but put Cavender's on them. And then I see Red Eye Patriot up there. I see you're in there. You're probably whittling away at some of them arrowheads or something up there, aren't you? But good to have you in here. Yeah, I use that. I've used lemon pepper quite a bit. Yep, that's pretty good stuff. Montreal steak, Cajun, and Creole. Yep. Yeah, I went to a feed store today and bought two more ribeyes and got a couple pound of ground beef, and I like going there when I can. Usually I go to there's a grocery store downtown, or down about 15 minutes down the road. It's a lot cheaper than what it is in the town we're living in here, and I'll go down there and buy a whole ribeye or a whole New York strip and have them cut it up in steaks. We can usually get about 10 or 11 meals out of that. They're about $100, so that works out really well compared to buying a couple of steaks. Those two steaks today, they were, like I say, they were farm raised beef that I know of, and they were well, 2 steaks and 2 pounds of ground beef was $25. So that'll let you know that's how much cheaper you can buy a whole ribeye or a whole New York strip. You're making jerky. Okay. I've never made jerky. I've got a dehydrator in there, but I've never made jerky. I might try that one of these days. What kind of meat do you use? I mean, what cut of meat do you use to cut it up to make jerky? How's the merch coming along? I haven't had a chance. I've been covered up with work and our church business and stuff like that. But I'm wanting to try to get some new designs in. I got to work on. I'm going to get some new shirts of my basic design that I got right now, but I'm going to get a different color. I'm probably going to do some black shirts with white logo, and I thought about a few white shirts with black logo, but wife said it'd be better if I just went with a black shirt, white logo, because it don't show dirt as bad and it don't stain up as bad. So I might go that route, but we're wanting eventually to get some shirts made of these race cars and stuff like that, but those are quite a bit more expensive. Now I've got to get somebody to do artwork and all of that, and that's kind of, more. It's just more to it. But if we can just get some more logo and saying shirts, we might. I'll definitely post it and let you know as soon as we get something going. But Any and every meat. Okay, any and every meat. I don't discriminate. Less fat, the better. I've always made some pretty fat jerky. It tastes good too. That's good. I like jerky. I like going see Gina Rose from. Yeah, I've wondered about that. I may I thought about contacting them. We've got a pretty good T-shirt company here in town, but as much business as Gina Rose does, it looks to me like they do some pretty good business. I know Old Man's Garage and all of them get a lot of their stuff from them. I see cattle companies in here, McMillan's in here, but yeah, the two stall. I'll definitely give you a holler as soon as I get a shirt coming in. What size are you, real quick? That way I kind of know what I need. I'll holler at you on Instagram or something sometime. My eyes ain't that good, and I have to really squint sometimes to see what's going on. Let me run over here and grab me a cup of coffee real quick. I'll be right back in about 2 shakes. All right, I'm back. Got my cup of coffee. Extra large and 2X will be the biggest sellers. That's kind of what I was wondering. I'm just about back down to a 2X. I was in a 3X for a while. I've lost about 41 pounds. So I'm trying to stay away from the carbs and sugars and starches and all of that. Mainly eating carnivore diet. It really does good. I can eat all the meat I want, and I like it. Yeah, us car guys are husky fellers. That's right. Just big boned. I like that. Yep. Wish I had that sitting over closer to the TV. I'm having to turn my head away from the camera to see what y'all saying. You eat what you want when you want. Well, that's a good idea to have. I just had to start losing some weight. I was way too big. I was 336 pounds. I'll just tell you right now, and I'm 6'4", so I don't look all that fat, but I am. I can promise you, I got a little belly on me. Not as big as it was, but I'm a little big. I'm 294 pounds this morning, so I've lost a little bit. Yeah, I'm not near as slim as you are, two stall. You're a slim and trim dude now. I like that. But I was there back a few years ago, and I was on a good diet. Uh, Nutritionist diet, but I was basically, I called it the POW diet. I was eating just bare minimums, and it was pretty rough. And I lost 110 pounds in 7 months, and I got down to 189 pounds, well, basically 100 pounds less than what I am now. And everybody was scared I was on drugs. They said, "Are you sick? Have you been to the doctor? What's going on? Have you got cancer?" I mean, I looked really bad, but I'll show some pictures on Facebook or YouTube here one of these days of how slim I'd got. But me and my wife both, we had lost a ton of weight. She'd got down to 120 something pounds, and she was just skin and bones. I was a rack of bones with skin over it now. But I was jogging 3 miles a day, and I felt good, and I felt real good. But Thanksgiving come around, and I ate a little bit more than I should, and that got me to craving more of the other foods, and that messed me up. That's a way to greet you. It looks like you've gained weight. uh, yeah, I see you had really have no choice. I hate that for you, but like I say, we stay on the carnivore diet, and my sugar levels stay down like they should, under 100, and I'm pretty tickled about that. Uh, Went to the doctor last year, and they told me that I was a diabetic, and I said, I believe I can fix that. And she said, I don't know, but she said, you come back and see me in 3 months, and we'll see. Well, I I went uh, that day and cut out all my sugars, all my starches, all my breads, and I wasn't eating full carnivore then, but I cut it all out, and within a week, if not 2 weeks, my blood sugar was back under 100, and so I'm staying away from sugars now, and processed sugars, processed foods. When I say processed foods, I'm not talking about hot dogs or anything like that. I'm talking about the process, like the wheat, anything that's processed with wheat. I don't do anything like that. Noodles, boxed meals, any of that. I don't do that. I'm strictly meat and well, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs is basically what I eat. So that's basically what I eat: beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. You can look up Ken Berry, Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube. He has a lot of great information on that. Kelly Hogan has a lot of great information on that. Uh, yeah, I had problems with gluten too. My gut would really bloat, and I'd have a lot of problems with that. I could eat something in town, and I'd have to be fine in the restroom within about 10 minutes. It was pretty terrible, pretty bad. And ever since I've gotten on this, it's fixed every bit of that. I don't have any problems like that no more. I don't have a gallbladder either. I've had my gallbladder taken out, so I'm pretty tickled about how things are going. But you can look up Dr. Ken Berry. You can look up Kelly Hogan. Uh, you can look up Steak and Butter Gal. Uh, Bella is her name. She's a Asian gal. She lives in California, but she's strictly meat and butter. And you listen to what she's saying, and I'm telling you, it works. Kelly Hogan, she was way over 200 and something pounds, close to 250 pounds, and having all kinds of health problems. And the doctor told her, her doctor told her she'd tried everything she could. She was diabetic. He told her, he said, I tell you what, just do nothing but eat meat for a month and come back and see me. And when she did that, she'd already started losing weight. All her health problems was leaving and gone. And she couldn't have kids and all that before, but all of a sudden she started eating right, doing all that. She started getting pregnant and having kids. And so all that started working out. So it's amazing what some people's bodies just have to have. Yeah, I like good fried taters, but them fried taters don't like me. Yeah, I've always said that when you go to the grocery store, if you can eat on the outside rails of it all the way around and stay out of them middle aisles, you'll be a lot better. And you got to watch your vegetables. There are certain vegetables that's got lectins in it, and lectins will cause inflammation in your joints and in your gut. And tomato seeds, tomato seeds is bad. They cause inflammation. They cause your joints to hurt. Matter of fact, tomato skins and seeds, they've got lectins, and it causes well, what's going on? Y'all still got me? Okay, my TV started messing up there for a minute, but y'all got me back? I don't have anything going. I see 11 people's in there. Good deal. I see you got me. For whatever reason, I lost all contact there for just a second. No, I eat meat. I'm not a vegan, if that answers your question. I'm straight. I'm not like some people. Yeah. What'd you say you needed to do on the Ford Dually up there you had there, two stall? I can't remember what you said there the other day. I really like that truck. And what year model is it? About 4 years, 94, bad transmission. I guess automatic transmission or a 4-speed, 5-speed, something like that. A40D, yeah. Yeah, I never messed with those old transmissions there. I don't really know anything about them. I've got a C6 I thought about putting in my truck. It's a 4-speed right now. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I'd like to. I would really like to have uh, automatic transmission in mine. That 4-speed is okay, but I would much rather have a automatic. Yeah, I lost all track on those Ford transmissions when they went to the A40D. I lost that. That was about the last that I messed with them. I got out of mechanic work at that time. My dad had a shop, and we were working. Uh, we were doing all kinds of work on well, just a service mechanic shop, basic mechanic shop, like your old shops was, and uh, and we didn't rebuild transmissions, but we would change them. We change filters and fluids and seals, torque converter. We'd pull a transmission, put another transmission in. We'd change motors, rebuild motors. We did all of that. But we just never did rebuild a transmission. And but yeah, my wife, she can't drive a standard transmission, and but we I'd rather have an automatic for sure. Yeah, there's the guy. John Wilburn knows how to rebuild transmission. He's a transmission man. He might be able to fix you up, two stall. Him or John Cope. I know John Cope could build it, but he's pretty good whiz on them transmissions. I've got a pretty good transmission guy that's about 15 miles down the road from me over here. He does really good work. He's just he his dad passed away not long ago, a few years ago, and but he's really good on any transmission I've ever took him. He's always done a real good job on it. So I did dig into this TH350 that's in my old smoke show out here. I pulled it apart, drilled a couple holes in the separator plate, and pulled some check valves out, and done a little bit of this and that, and made the old thing shift harder. That's about as deep as I've ever been in one of them transmissions. So I don't know. Good deal. Tell me how that jerky tastes here in a couple of days. Maybe next Monday night you can let me know. I've wanted to rebuild transmission. No, torque converter. I mean, not a torque converter, but a Power Glide. I'm planning on tearing into one of those. I hear those about as simple transmissions as you can get. I've got one out here that needs rebuilt, and I'd like to get my Power Glide fixed. I'd like to stick it behind my 327, and that, or have it ready to go in one of these race cars or something. I'm not afraid to tear into a Power Glide. I know I've talked to that transmission guy over there that I was talking about, and was telling him I was planning on trying to tear into it myself and do it. And he said you get to a spot and you don't know what you're doing. He said, throw it all in a box and bring it to me. So I said, all right. He said, there's nothing really to them. But he cut his teeth in transmission fluid. So got a cat running around in here. I'm afraid he's gonna jump up here and knock my phone down. I thought we'd jump in here and do a little live tonight. Doug's supposed to be by here in a little while, and I don't know, we may just sit around and chew the fat. There's one cup of coffee down. Anybody like coffee? Killed a mink, found him in the front yard after a squabble during the early AM hours. Yep, they'll do it. I see Chris is in here. Bring that chair with you next time you come. That would look good in the shop. Yep. I guarantee you, we got a couple chairs in here. We use them quite a bit. Yeah, we're making plans to come down there see you. We're gonna drag a trailer when we do. Just letting you know. I'm trying to get everything worked around here and make things work on this end. Chicken protector, that's right. Just filled the frying pan with marrow. Well, that ought to be pretty good. I need to go out and work on the dad's Wrangler. I'm procrastinating. I understand that. I've procrastinated long enough down here. Yeah, it's dark around here about 5:30. I don't like that. I don't like I don't like it getting dark so early around here now. But yeah, we don't like a whole lot getting this car finished. Got to get a rear caliper for it. Got to get the gears put in it. Get the shocks mounted back on the rear. Get the brakes bled out. I got to put a better drive shaft loop in it. Bleed the clutch slave in it. Hook the shifting linkages up. Get that thing on the ground. Put it on some scales and get that thing ready. We're planning on having it ready to go for first of next season. Maybe hit some practice days with it. Try to get it rolling. This car here, we're really wanting to get you out here where you can see. Y'all know what it looks like in here, but that's the car I was talking about right there. But this car here, we're really wanting to get it put together. That's the motor that it's in underneath that bag right there. That's the motor that's going to go in here. And I'm really wanting to try to get it finished up. But sheet metal now has gotten expensive. Woo, doggies, it's gotten expensive. It's over $100 a sheet. And I don't know how many sheets of metal it takes to body a car now. So I think it takes 5 to do the body and probably 2 to do the deck. So, and I've still got to build a roof for it too. I'm getting all kind of messages, y'all. That's all right. That's YouTube sending me notifications. Clean up some of this mess around here. I got coffee cups laying around everywhere. Anybody got anything good going on? How about you? I don't know if Chris still in there or not. From On the Berm, you still in there? If I can get over here where you can see. Closer. I'm sitting down here now. Might be a little too low. Trying to sell a house. We are 10-5 apart. Well, that is a little bit. So hopefully you get that sold. My phone is just right to be wrong right there. But I had the day off being Veterans Day. I really appreciated that. I can tell you, I appreciate all y'all veterans out there. I'm not a veteran, but my father-in-law was. His dad was. Hey, Matthew, step out there in my black truck if you don't mind and grab that little tripod out of there if you don't mind. It's in that black bag. I got y'all all goofed up now, I bet you. I can't get this thing to set where I want it. I'm not set up good for doing lives, but I try. I've noticed my watch hour is starting to come back up a little bit, so we're trying to learn how to do this and do it right. Well, been on here, what, about 42 minutes? 42 minutes. Yep. There's a lot of things we got plans for. We just haven't been able to get things done like we wanted. I got a lawnmower broke down over here. We're in the process of getting it figured out. I got it running today. I had it running before, but I finally got it running from the key, and but it still wants to take turns of not wanting to start, so not even wanting to crank. So it's got me messed up on that. So I'm having a little trouble with that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if solenoid's going bad, key switch going bad, something. It's just goofy. So but yep. If y'all's just getting in there, hit that thumbs up button for me. I appreciate y'all. I know we've had a lot come in and out and move on. That's fine. I appreciate everybody drops in if you're in here for a minute or for 5 minutes. So, yeah, it'll come apart. So, it will come apart. I can get it sitting over here just about right. I may have to do some finagling here real quick. Well, just knocked my internet down. Maybe that'll stay up there. Trying to get y'all set up a little better. Hold your horses. Alright, we're about to get there. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not going to stay now, but well, it's just going to have to be. All right. That better? That's better. All right. Yep. I can sit here a little bit now instead of stand all this time, but I don't mind standing, but sometimes that gets to my back, especially on this concrete. I did it for years and years, working in the shop, I worked on everything from lawnmowers to 18-wheelers. So yep. I was talking about that just the other night about one of the businesses I used to have of kind of doing what Moonshiner Garage does, going out and hitting 18-wheeler repair stuff. So we did just about everything. We didn't do engine work, but we did. I helped a guy put a clutch in one, but that wasn't my thing. We did more of the trailer repair and brake jobs and stuff. We did do some body work on two or three trucks, tractors, and painted them. So inflation gives you inflammation. Yeah, it's got me swelled up too. I can tell you that. I'm a little swelled up at things, but I'm thinking some of that might get a little better. We don't know. Got a lot of people going to fight it. Yep, whole lot better than Hammerhoids. Hammerhoids is pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about one of these days, once I get my truck rolling out pretty good, riding and driving. I'm thinking about taking, do a little body work on the old Ford, maybe give that thing a paint job. I've had some people say just put clear on it, but I've thought about it, but I'm thinking more about going back. I used to do a little body work, paint work, but I used to be pretty decent at it. I don't know that I could have made a living at it if I tried, but I got bored with it pretty quick. I was more into the mechanical side of things, but I painted a few rigs, quite a few rigs, but I don't even know where my old paint gun is. No Binks gun, but I'll probably get me a new gun. That thing's old. It's hard to beat them old Binks guns though. I've still got my old DA sander up here. I was looking at that. I'm going to have to get me a new pad for it. I don't know if it'll even run anymore. That thing's, I don't know if it'll even run or not. It's old. It's 30 years old or better. I can probably I'll try me a new pad for it. But may do a little body work. May try that. I don't know. We'll see. First thing is getting it running and driving better. It runs and drives good, but I'm wanting to put a clutch cylinder in it, unless I put my automatic transmission in it. Then I'll wanting to pull the motor out. I need some exhaust manifold gaskets on it. I need to fix that. Fix some oil leaks here and there. It's not leaking real bad, but I'd like to pull it out and freshen all the gaskets up on it and the seals. And then maybe if I could find a good aluminum intake for it, I'd probably swap that aluminum intake out, and I'm going to put in a good double roller timing chain, get my timing set back up on straight up, because that year and on they started, well, in the late 70s they started retarding the cam timing on those trucks real bad, them 460s. So trying to beat the emissions, and it just killed the power on them things. So there's plenty of power to be had, but for what it is, I mean, I don't need a 400 or 500 horse motor off in that truck to just pull a trailer. Um, but you get that thing running right and the timing right, and if I could find some old style heads, I'd probably put them on it. That would be a 400 horse motor, like right quick. So, uh, I need to find some 68 through 71 model heads is what I'm wanting to find, 460 or 429 heads. So if anybody out there in Wonderland knows where a set of those are, pretty cheap, let me know. They have to be cheap though, especially if I got a driveway for to get them. But I'd love to put a set of old heads on it. I see 162 projects in there. How's California treating you today? Good to see you in here. Got rain. Well, we've had rain down here the last few days. It rained yesterday morning and it cleared off yesterday evening, and it's been pretty nice today. I hadn't looked on the weather to see what's going to do the rest of the week. I got to go back into work tomorrow, see what's going to happen. But yeah, I talked to old Bear Rose Garage, and I've beat some things around with him on them 460s, trying to get some ideas. You know, Terry Grover, talked to him a little bit, but I used to have a couple of them old 460s. They've always been real good motors, but the later models, they got more sluggish and sluggish, so it was all because of the timing chain, the way they timed them. But I'm going to get a good Cloy's timing chain for it, put it in it. I don't know where Uncle Tony's at. Uncle Frank used to come around here every once in a while, but I ain't seen him in a long time. I ain't even heard from him. I might have to give him a call, see if Uncle Frank come back. Matthew, you ain't heard from Uncle Frank, have you?
No.
We'll see if we can get a hold of Uncle Frank one of these days. Many of you may not know who Uncle Frank is. Go back last year or so and you'll see Uncle Frank was in here. He chewed me out real good one night because I still had this Oldsmobile. But I don't have it no more, I sold it. That may be the reason why he hadn't come around. He'd gotten kind of aggravated at me over that, not having that Oldsmobile running and driving. But we'll see if we can get him to come back by here. Maybe we'll be in a little bit better mood this time. But yep. What y'all up to tonight? I sitting here just rambling. I don't know what everybody's got going. Got the kitty cat running around over here, jumping around on race cars. He's looking for one of them mice. I hope he catches one. We got some pretty good mice that hangs around this shop in here. I wouldn't call them mice, I call them rats. You don't leave food laying around in here, they'll eat it up. You're from up north. We in Arkansas, where we're from, central Arkansas. What part of the north are y'all from there, Hawkins? Now, I haven't seen any wires ate yet. I don't know what it is. They're like field mice or something. I haven't seen anything ate up in here. It's the weirdest thing I ever seen. Usually when you see an old rat or a field mouse or something, they want to find some wires to chew on, but I guess I don't know, I guess they can get outside. We got a chicken pen right behind the shop here. I think they go out there and eat on that chicken feed. Upstate, South Carolina, or you're up north state, you're upstate. Okay, you're upstate, South Carolina there. How'd y'all fare with that storm that come through there? I know North Carolina got tore up pretty bad. A couple of places, Asheville and a few other places there. Boy, I hate it for them folks up there. You keep hearing about them eating wires and worry about my truck out in the yard. Well, you never know. You have to keep a check on it because they can crawl under it undernight and get in that thing and start eating on it. Lost power for 12 days. Well, I hope everything starts working out for y'all. Cat jumped clean up there in the roof, up in the attic. But I hope everybody's doing all right. I know that North Carolina got something terrible. Lots of lost lives and a lot of lost people, and I don't know if they recovered everybody or not. I think a lot of people is gone, and I don't know if they'll ever be recovered or not. That's terrible. But yep. Yeah, we praying for them too. Let me send him a message real quick.
Why does one of them look new and one don't? I didn't remember look like that.
What's that?
This
Yeah.
one's new and that one don't.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it looking like that.
Hey, I appreciate you. We do some automotive and we do racing and we do all kind of stuff around here. We got race cars sitting all over the place in here. We do some just general tinkering, basically what we do. Appreciate you jumping in there and subbing. You got your phone on you?
Yeah.
Let me see it real quick. I'll text him real quick, let him know. There's your text. How you start a text? Right there?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that's a brand new phone. I can't even remember his phone number. Ain't that something?
It may have, let me look at
Yeah,
it.
look, see if you got Doug's phone number. Shoot him a text, tell him we're recording right now.
I
It's 2882 is his last number. I'll try not to lose y'all. Okay. All right, we're back. We're back. Had to send a text real quick. But yeah, we do. We're not professionals by any means, but we like tinkering on cars and race cars and stuff when we got the money to do it. Right now, we're stretched so thin, we don't have enough money to complete them all, so. If we could narrow down and focus on one or two things, I think we'd be a lot better. I'm stretched out 4 or 5 different projects. Like I was talking about a while ago, I'd like to get my old Ford truck in here and do some body work on it. And maybe next spring throw a coat of paint on that thing. What y'all, anybody in there, anybody new in there tonight? I know seen Hawkins in there. I'm about to run out of anybody watching. I'm about to bore y'all to death, I guess. I guess I'll get around. And I appreciate everybody watching. Kind of slimmed down on my watchers there. I think we're down to 4 now. But anyway, been on there a little over an hour, so that's pretty good. A lot of times we stay on here hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes or so, but we try to be doing something in here, but sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But we appreciate everybody watching. If you hadn't hit that thumbs up button yet, hit that thumbs up. It's just right over beside you. We appreciate y'all. I can tell you, we're trying to do a little bit more on the channel, trying to get it to be successful instead of just a flop. It seems like it's been a flop here lately. A lot of that's my fault, but we're trying to get better at it. But anyhow, I'm gonna get on off here, guys, and see if I can get in doing something. Maybe not. May drink some coffee. I don't know. May just sit around and Doug gets here, chew the fat. But who knows? We may work on this old race car over here. But anyway, we'll do something. But we appreciate y'all jumping in here. Mr. Russell here saying God bless you. Outfits Garage is saying keep a hammering, guys.